One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Here we go, third and less than a yard. He's got it on the bootleg. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
His drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Going right back to Davis. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Boyd hauls it in. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Ford. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off here to Davis. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Receiver in motion, headed right. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Davis gets it from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. And to do it with that kind of accuracy down the field, this dude's elite.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Davis. Broke through the tackle. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Davis. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. They send a receiver in motion right. Bails out of, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ford. He's got to gain a 6 there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Ford straight ahead. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. They go play action here. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Throwing here, Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Allen to the air. Coleman with the ground. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Davis there to grab it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Bills first down. They motion the slot man right. First down throw for Allen. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
To throw again, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Just about every draw play in the book is headed right up the gut, but that doesn't mean you can ignore those DNs and the pressure they create on the edges. You got to hold them off, and if you don't, Well, bad things happen just like that.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Pass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. A give up the middle to Ford. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Now 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns who have 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Roll.
Here's a throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Pass play on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. That one complete to Njoku. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the sack. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Complete to Coleman. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. First and 10. Here's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air again. Allen. He fires one deep down the road. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And one final game to highlight is the Sunday night extravaganza, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Bass now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running is Ford. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Another one for Ford. Midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. A timeout here as we tend to an injured player. That's Keenan Allen who's shaken up. And with his history, hopefully nothing that keeps him out very long. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Handoff running left. Ford. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's kept up the pace all season long, to the point, look, he's in the top 5 across the NFL in passing. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. A little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Browns pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Back on 2nd and goal. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one is in contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Now he's past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Coleman with the grab. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal. It's a design boot. Escapes the pocket. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
You know, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but Hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 31-yard line.
On the carry, it's Ford. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 5. Connection made to Coleman. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Gets it to him on the screen. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. All to the ground by Jordan Hicks. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 42. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Davis up the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Davis there to grab it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good. And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
Bass now to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Connection made to Judy. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. And this is Ford. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now Ford. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Allen now on 1st down. Connection made to Shakir. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 24. Into traffic, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Davis. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
First down throw for Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Davis with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen completed to Davis. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And they take him down right along the 30. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They've got 3 timeouts in the 10. Here's sent in motion left. On 1st down, Allen. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no! Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Gets this to Kincaid. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They give to Spiller from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This 32 yards out on the right hash. That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead. Bass now to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Back to throw. Brought in by Ford. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Setting up to pass. Judy there to grab it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Finding Judy. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the... They'll throw it again. That one's complete, right side. And he's taken down at the 30. Throwing it again here. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. This one finds Boyd. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him. And he delivers.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bills set to take over offensively. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. He's on the move. Steps up and he's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, here's Allen. This to win the game. And we all saw it, flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.